Total comedian, prove the facts I'm revealing.
What's up, my multidimensional family? In today's video, I wanted to share this crazy experience that just happened to me like 1 hour ago when I smoked DMT. I've had plenty of breakthroughs on DMT before, but nothing like this one. And in this video, I'm gonna explain to you guys in the best words I can, if it's even possible, what the fuck just happened to me like 1 hour ago. But for that, I'll smoke a spliff. So, now I'm gonna do probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Explain what the fuck just happened in real words. Because I've had breakthroughs before when I, like, see colors. I fly to another world where all I see is colors and shapes and, like, geometric things and different things always changing, forever changing with colors, and they, like, communicate through telepathy and, like, crazy DMT normal stuff that I've had before. But this time, I put a lot of DMT in the pipe. I don't know how much. I just put a lot nowadays. I don't even care how much I put. Then I took, like, because I've been training with Wim Hof method, training my lungs, so now I can take bigger hits than I could before. So I just took a really long hit and, like, took the hit for, like, I don't know, 30 seconds, 40, and just held it for as long as I could. Then I just sat down. Then it, like, everything started, like, and then poof, I was like, I just flew to another dimension, but, like, harder than usual. Just so, like, I didn't understand anything, but then it felt like my body was still there. It wasn't like my physical body, but I could look around, and it felt like I was still there. I couldn't see my hands or anything, but I saw, like, other alien creatures, souls or whatever. I don't even know how to explain them. We're just like light beings that were, like, shining white light, and were, like, telling me things through thought, and then they, like, went into my, like, consciousness brain and, like, here, try all senses at 100%, and they, like, poof, like, activated in something in my brain. And first I got super scared and I didn't understand anything, and then I was like, then it just felt amazing. I started, like, tasting sounds and, like, tasting like colors, and hearing, like, opposite of all senses, like smelling, like smells I would hear and stuff, and all my senses, just like the way you think about all your senses here on the third dimension, didn't exist anymore. Like, all the senses could do what the other senses could do also, but I don't even know how to explain it. They activated all my senses to 100%, and I've never felt something like that before in my entire life. And I don't even know how to describe the thing that, like, it was the coolest thing I've ever experienced in my fucking life. Like, I could taste music, and I could, like, taste colors, I could hear colors also, and I could smell colors, and I could see colors, but I could also see smells. I could see any, like, all the ways, all the senses. I could do all of them from all the different ones. It was like Limitless, the movie, like, where you take a super pill and you're, like, activated your full brain, and that's how it felt, but, like, without my human body, just my soul, and it, like, activated my consciousness brain or something that was fully activated in that dimension. I don't know. It was the craziest thing I've ever experienced. So I just had to go and run to the camera and tell you guys what the fuck happened to me, because I want to experience that again. Like, that was, like, it felt like, I don't I'm at a loss for words, because it was, like, truly divine, or, like, soul, like, otherworldly. Like, there's no way that I would be able to feel those things in this dimensions. Like, all the way I sensed, or I hear, there's all my senses that could hear all the wrong ways and right ways, or whatever you want to say, would never be possible here. And it was so mind-blowing that my brain was, like, me was still in that dimension, and there was some light beings that activated this part of my consciousness. And I'm still thinking about this, like, I haven't fully figured this out. That's why I'm, like, here instantly telling you guys as I'm figuring it out. So I thought it would be, like, a nice reaction also. I just want to learn more about this. What were those light beings? How did they activate all those senses? Is that how it is to be in that dimension that I were there? Is that how they always feel? Can they always be at that maximum capacity? Like, made me think so much. Before I never even thought this was possible. I've heard traumatic say he can like taste flavor, taste colors or something like in his text, but I never really thought more about it. But now I'm thinking more and more about it and other things at the same time, because now I just like whatever people say about psychedelics, I just experienced something that no one, like, unless you meditate in like mountains for 10 years, no one would ever experience what I just experienced from DMT. That was, I can't explain it, but I can promise you humans are meant to smoke DMT. We're meant to drink ayahuasca, we're meant to eat mushrooms, we're meant to drink cactus juice, take LSA, flower seeds and make tea or whatever psychedelic, eat this psychedelic fish or lick frogs, I don't know, DMT frogs, they're everywhere. Psychedelics are everywhere, and we should use them because we get these really profound experiences that you realize that the world is not only this, like not this third dimension. You get to understand so much more about life if you start taking psychedelics. You should get DMT in college, or you should it should be part of everything. Every person growing up and becoming a fully evolved human, you should take a dose of DMT or mushrooms and learn about life. Learn about yourself, your inner true self. Remove your ego and all these material things. I really don't know what to say. I've just tasted music and like tasted sounds and tasted colors and heard colors, and I'm truly lost for words, but it was the most amazing experience I've ever had, or the most profound experience I've ever had on psychedelics. I've had like amazing trips that felt amazing and made me think in new ways and opened me up to spirituality and stuff like this. But never that something that activated my brain like this. This is the craziest thing. I keep saying it, but I don't know what else to say. DMT, try it. Or well, I don't know if you're allowed to say it like that, but I think every fucking person should just try DMT. It's meant to be. Like, we have it in our body. We can, if we detoxify our bodies, we can produce DMT naturally through our pineal gland. I can meditate and see colors and like other shapes like I wouldn't see before when I dosed myself with fluoride and aspartame and refined sugar and weird food chemicals all the time. Then I couldn't see that. Now I see that. So, and when you dream, your body produces DMT. Like, it's a natural thing. So I think after this trip, I loved DMT before. Now I love it even more. Because there's no way to misuse DMT. If you smoke a lot of DMT, the worst thing has happened that you won't smoke it for a while, and you learned your lesson that, oh, I did this too much. It made me think too much about that, or I hurt my throat, or you'll only become a better person from smoking DMT in a safe environment, at home, sitting still and just thinking about life and truly meditating. But forced deep meditation in removing your ego is beneficial for every human being on the planet. I can promise you that. And that doesn't mean just go try DMT on a party or something. You should do it in a relaxed environment, at home, with shamanic music. I can link music for DMT that we always use with flutes and stuff. But this experience, I've smoked DMT so many times I've lost count. Like, I don't have no idea. And I've smoked crazy amounts, over like 150 milligrams I put in the bong, and I just take as many puffs as I can until I don't see the world anymore. And then I've always seen like shapes and colors and different things that like go around, and geometric, like sacred geometry and colors and shit. But this time I like really like blasted off, and with my like consciousness brain, to some alien like soul beings that like looked like they had like big heads that like went inside my soul head and like activated all my senses, and like made me crazy for a while, made me, what I just explained, taste all these things and hear all these things in all the different ways. So amazing. And what I've learned from it fully, I haven't really understood yet, because it's right after the trip. Usually it can take some time to really understand the lesson fully DMT wanted to teach you, but it feels like my brain's been activated in some new way. Like, it feels like now if I smoke DMT again, then maybe I will know more when I get to that dimension, because maybe they activated my consciousness brain or something. I don't know. I'm still figuring it out as we speak. But I think that's all I have to say for this video. Try DMT in a safe environment. It'll make you a more peaceful and harmonious person. Just at peace with yourself and realize that death is an illusion. There's more to life than 3D life. I wish you all the best. See you in the next video. Peace out.